Hey, alright, welcome back to the Ludomancer's Vault. We're going to have another Clan War battle report today, and today we're going to have the Crab Clan facing their old enemies, the Shadowlands. So let's take a look at the Crab army. First of all, you've got Hida Amuro with 14 Crab Berserkers, and believe it or not, he is going to be leading them into battle in a 7-wide formation. I'm hoping to maximize their attacks when they actually hit combat, because they do the most damage in the beginning. I'm running 15 Haruma Medium Elite. Yeah, these are not the original figures for that, but they're mostly equipped with spears, so they're gonna fit the bill today. I have 12 of the Haruma Archers in the requisite number 12 so that I can deploy them into Archer's Row. I'm using Hida Oushi here, and this is a mini crate figure, not of Hida Oushi, but I'm using it to represent her because it's a tough samurai lady with a giant hammer, and I think she looks really cool. And she is going to be leading a unit of the Crab Heavy Elite, which these are the House Guard models, but using them as Heavy Elite today. And then we've got the Damned, 15 of them, led by Kayu Kenru, and he's gives them a +1 to their defense, so it makes them pretty tough. And finally, just a unit of 15 of the Heavy Infantry. It's kind of your standard Crab melee infantry. So that's going to be the Crab army. Oh, and I would say the one item we do have is the Fan of Command for Hida Oushi, and she will get +1 Tactician so that we can draw some cards. Okay, I'm here with Kyle with a gorgeous, fully painted Shadowlands army. He's taking it out for the first time today. He's never played Shadowlands before, but he has come prepared with a beautiful army. So why don't we start over here? This is the unit of...
This is Kumo's Nest.
The Kumo's Nest, okay.
These were models that I 3D printed. It's kind of a thing that I do.
Nice.
I hit them with some speed paints by Army Painter. Actually, everything here's pretty much speed paints.
Sweet.
Got 9 of them, and hoping to spit some webs at people. So we'll see how that works.
All right, over here it looks like we've got, what is that? A Necromancer with blood speakers?
Yeah, it's that's my stand-in Necromancer. I don't actually have the actual Necromancer model. I can't remember that guy's name, but he looked like he had a little wand, so we went for that.
Okay. And then he's gonna have some spells.
Yeah, we haven't selected the scrolls yet,
Okay.
but these are all the original Clan War models.
Beautiful. All right, this amazing unit here looks like the Demon Bride of Fu Lang in front. I know that.
Yep. We've got the Lady of Mystery leading a bunch of grody zombie. I guess I don't know if they're peasants or what, but
Nice.
zombie horde there that I custom slapped together in 3D Builder and printed myself since I couldn't find enough zombie troops.
That is very impressive, and they're looking really good. All right, back here, who we got?
Some skellies and Moto Sume. Again, sort of painted with all the different clans.
Yeah, look at that.
I stole the idea from one of our other members in the group. But
Very nice. And those are AG. Those are originals.
yeah, those are all AEG, and I think this guy right here is from the. They did that later running. I can't remember, but
Okay. Oh,
it's like a special edition thing.
Oh, okay. Very cool. And then look at this unbelievably sexy unit here. Wow.
So we got a bunch of Lost Moto. I guess that's what 14 Lost Moto.
Yeah.
And Moto Sada leading the front.
Those are
So 13
amazing.
Lost Moto.
Those are so good. I'm gonna feel a little bit bad when I shoot them off the table later, but only a little bit. Awesome. Very nice army. It's 2,000 points, right?
Yes.
Very nice. 2,000 points of fully painted Shadowlands. What a treat. All right, Kyle, thanks. We will talk about the scenario and setup next. Okay, so we have deployed the armies, and we are going to play a mission of my own devising where there are 3 objectives on the board, and at the end of turn 2, whoever has more koku or points worth of models within 6 inches of those objectives will score 1 victory point for each of them. And for the deployment, we've got the crab here, the berserkers on the far left, we've got the heavy infantry, we've got the medium elite, we've got the damned archers, and over on the side here, the heavy infantry. And across the way, looking fantastic as usual, we've got the skeletons with Moto Tsume, we've got the Lost Moto, we've got the
Blood Speakers.
Oh yeah, sorry, the Blood Speakers there, led by Sir not appearing in this movie. Who did you take for that?
He's a necromancer.
Oh, it's a necromancer, sorry. That's a necromancer. The Demon Bride of Fulang with the zombies and the Kumo Nest. So we're gonna go ahead and do initiative, and we'll probably just zoom through first turn movement because it's not gonna be too eventful, and we'll come back. Okay, we completed round 1 movement, and not too a spectacular result here. The Berserkers are moving over toward the bell. The Kumo are moving against them. We've got 3 crab units moving straight forward, essentially, and they are being countered by the zombies and the Blood Speakers. The Lost Moto have moved forward aggressively to face off against the lightly held crab right, though they are probably about to run into some arrow fire there. And then behind them, in a little bit of a traffic jam, are the zombies. So we'll come back for the ranged attack phase in a minute. Oh, and for the record, there were no special actions or special orders. So we did have a short ranged attack phase, and 1 casualty was caused on the Lost Moto by the Haruma archers. And that is it. Okay, we completed the reserve movement phase, and in a showcase of what it's like to play Clan War, sometimes things just don't move. So these guys failed their check. They did not wheel. These guys were within 12, so they couldn't move. These guys, I forgot to move. They should have moved. I'll move them up 4 inches. They'll just go up a little bit. I forgot about that. These guys here, within 12 of them, they couldn't move. They fired. They couldn't move. They did move, meaning that they could not. These guys also failed a maneuver check to wheel. However, in a triumph of maneuvering, this unit turned to the right, moved 1.5 inches or so, and turned to the left. So they made 2 successful maneuver checks due to her leadership being an amazing 4. So watch out, she can maneuver her unit. And that will be the end of turn 1. Quick spotlight on the end phase. I was able to draw 3 cards because we always get to draw 1 card. The crab actually have the higher honor in this matchup because they're against the evil Shadowlands who have no honor. And I have the Fan of Command on Hideyoshi, so that gives me another Tactician 1, gives me another card, so I've drawn 5. Kyle is evil and didn't min-max like I did, so he only got to draw 1 card. So that's what we did in the end phase. Going to turn 2, the Hand of Fate is going over to Kyle, who, by the way, has this beautiful 1995 vintage Reaper miniatures. I think it was probably an Imperial favor for the card game. Is that right, Kyle?
It might have been a life counter.
Or honor counter or life counter?
Something like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
honor counter, because it has an abacus with 10s, 1s, and plus and minus. That is so cool. Nice little piece of L5R memorabilia there. Very jealous. Okay, we'll come back top of turn 2.
Fire in flames.
Okay,
Target unit you control. Until the end of the turn, that unit receives +1 attack and +1 damage, but has -1 to all morale tests.
all right, so the Shadowlands has played Empire in Flames on the Lost Moto as their first special action. That's the promo card.
Promo.
It's a very effective card. Let me see. I think I am going to pass. So it'll be back to you.
I can't play special action on 2 special actions on the same unit, can I?
I think you can.
Really?
I think you can. If it's coming out of your hand, yeah, I think you can.
Should tall grass them too.
They're cavalry, so you can't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You want to play tall grass on somebody else, or?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so we are done with special action, special orders. We will come back after primary movement is complete. Okay, turn 2 movement. The Berserkers reformed, or they reduced ranks, moved up a little bit. These guys all just move forward. These spiders have wheeled so that they can fire over at this unit here. These guys moved up just a little bit. They wheeled into that position. The damned have moved up. These guys went into Archer's Row. However, the Lost Moto Cavalry had enough movement to make the charge in the primary movement phase to hit the Crab Heavy Infantry. And then they are being supported on the flank here by the Skeletons. So that was the result of the primary movement phase. We will come back with the results of ranged attacks and then move on to close combat turn 2. Let's do this. All right. We are now in the ranged attack phase of turn 2, and some exciting things have happened. So first of all, a very narrow number of guys here had line of sight onto the blood speakers. They were able to do 1 wound. Over here, the spiders spit at these guys that they did nothing. Now, we are going to show you for the first time on the channel magic. And we're not just going to show you any magic, we're going to show you Maho. And it's not going to be any Maho spell, it's going to be the most complicated Maho spell that is in the book, I think. And here's what it's called. Blood Fury. This is a ranged attack. The spellcaster must sacrifice 1 personal wound plus 1 wound from his unit. Additional wounds sacrificed by his unit add to the effect. So you roll a number of attack dice equal to his Maho skill, or half his magic skill, whichever is greater. Over there, Kyle is doing math furiously. So how many dice is it going to be? What is his Maho skill?
His Maho is 4 and his magic is 4,
So it's the same. So he's Maho 2. So he's going to roll 2 dice, and then he's going to roll 2 additional attack dice for each additional wound sacrificed by the caster's unit to a maximum number of dice equal to 3 times the caster's Maho skill or 2 times the caster's glory, whichever is less. So whoever wrote this is somebody who really likes math, and they probably teach it and write word problems for kids on the SAT.
So he could have a maximum of 12 attack dice.
12 attack dice. Okay, so how many wounds would you have to sacrifice to get that? So he has to sacrifice 1 and 1 from his unit as a minimum.
And each wound is equal to 1 dice, right?
2 additional attack dice for each additional wound.
So each one of these guys, when they sacrifice themselves for the necromancer's spell, counts as 2 wounds, even though they're only 1.
Okay.
So that's 2 wounds.
This is exciting. Okay.
So that's 4 dice.
So that's okay. So hold on. So okay. So he sacrifices 1 die for himself. So let's make like a stack of dice to do this. Yeah. So he starts with 2 because he's got Maho 2. So that's cool, right? Then he does a wound from himself, which he cannot avoid. That gives him 2. That gives him actually plus 2. Then he has to kill a guy, which he did, but that actually counts as 4, right?
Yeah.
Because they count as 2 because they're blood speakers.
Yes.
Okay. And now you have the option of killing more people up to the maximum number of dice that he can roll, which is 3 times his Maho. Now his Maho is 4, so that's 12. You currently have 8 dice, so you could kill 2 more guys, if I'm understanding this correctly, to add 4 more dice and roll a maximum of 12 dice. Is that correct?
So let's kill.
Okay, so 2 more guys are dying. Do you see this? All right, we're gonna have to look at the rules later because I think that might trigger a morale check for the unit. But in the meantime, we're not gonna worry about that because
it's fun.
Because his spell is going off and it's going to be attacking these Haruma Medium Elite. Now, is there a resistance test? There's no resistance test. Resolve the range attack normally. Okay, very cool. So, 12 dice are coming at this unit. That is a very impressive number of dice. They are a ATN of 7. And then, do you have any kind of ranged attack bonus off of the Necromancer?
No, just, actually, that's a good point. No.
Okay, so, and then there's no, like, ranged...
No range damage.
And then the spell itself doesn't list any, like, any short range, long range. So I think you're just rolling for straight 7s.
Yep.
So let's see what happens. Straight 7s or better.
This is a lot of dead guys for a not very good roll.
Well, you got to roll damage too. So how many hits? How many 7s? Oh, a lot of dead guys. A lot of your dead guys. Oh, 3 hits. Okay. So then you're gonna roll damage now. You're gonna roll damage, and there's no bonus to this. Just straight damage. This could be a lot of dead guys. 15, 16. Okay. Well, 16 damage, and the medium elite have a defense of 2 from their Gunso and a defense of 3 from the cell, so that'll drop it to 11, which would kill a guy.
It's a lot of dead guys for only 1 death.
Well, you know, and it might even be worse, because I think I will take the opportunity to play a defensive, play a defensive focus of 3, which will drop it down to 8. Now, would you like to play a card to bring it back up above to 10 or above?
So do I need to match you with the 3? Or
You don't have to match me. You need at least a 2, because it's at 8 right now. So a 2 or better.
Yeah,
for
I feel
focus.
like it would be bad if we didn't kill at least 1 guy.
All right, okay.
Do tall grass.
Tall grass. Okay, so it brings it back to 10. I will lose a guy. You lost several, and now we're gonna go take a look at the rule book to see if that triggers
so
a morale check. That was a lot of dice, though. That could have been really devastating. Unfortunately, they just didn't come up for you there. All right, let's go see if that causes a morale check for the guys that just got stabbed in the guts to power the evil magic. Right, so Kyle and I looked this up. Here's the section Maho Wounds, page 92, very exciting. Casualties sustained by a unit in the powering Maho spells are counted against its victory point thresholds and may also generate morale triggers. Now, so let's look over here. You started with how many folks in that unit?
16.
16, and how many?
Killed 1.
I killed 1, yeah, and then you lost 3 more?
Yeah.
So that is 25% of their original number. So that's going to be a straight up morale check without any modifiers. So what is their morale level?
Morale of the Blood Speakers is 5.
Okay, oh, that's really good, yeah. And what is his leadership for the Necromancer?
3.
So on a 2 or better, you're fine, is the idea. Now, I'm gonna do something, though. I have a little surprise for you here. I'm going to play a little card here called Loss of Face. As a reaction, target an enemy unit immediately before it makes a maneuver or a morale test. The unit suffers a -2 modifier to the test. After this card is played, no other tactical cards may be played, including Grin Determination or Parade Ground Practice, to affect that test. So I'm going to take you from a 2 or better to a 4 or better.
Now, with the Necromancer having Fearless, does that affect anything?
No, because this isn't a fear. This isn't a fear situation. It's just a morale check. So let's see. Can you get a 4 or better for those guys, or are they gonna suffer for their use of the evil magic? Oh, the big 10. They love it. They don't. That's nothing. They do that every day. All right. That will be the end of ranged attack. We're gonna go to close combat in a second. Okay, we have completed close combat. And long story short, both sides took 3 casualties. The Moto Cavalry missed 2 of their attacks. Moto Sada did well, but the Crab Heavy Infantry hit all of their attacks and got an add roll for an additional damage die, so it ended up that they did an equal number of casualties. And then we're going to look to see if we have any checks, and we will come back. Okay, so we figured out the Moto Cavalry have a straight check on morale, and they are going to take that because they reached 25% of their starting number. The Crab Heavy Infantry have not, so they do not have a trigger. So unmodified check for the Moto Cavalry. And is there a card you want to play?
No.
No, okay. So what is their morale?
But I'm -1 morale due to Empire in Flames.
Yeah, -1 on all morale tests. Okay, yeah. So what is your morale base, ML? For the Moto?
MOR
Lost
more
Moto?
is 5. Motosada is 6.
Okay, yeah.
5.
So it's, okay, so they're 5, and then what's Motosada's leadership?
Motosada's leadership is 2.
Okay, so ordinarily you need a 3 or better, but because of the Empire in Flames, you need a 4 or better. And you passed on a 5. So no additional casualties for you. Okay, we come to the end phase of turn 2. And over here, the Berserkers with Amuro are worth more koku than the Kumo, so I'm going to score that for the Crab. These 2 units are worth more than the Bloodspeaker unit, so I'll score this for the Crab. However, over here, the Moto cavalry unit is worth more than this heavy infantry unit, so that will be scored for the Shadowlands, putting us at 2 victory points to 1. None of the units have reached a point of giving us victory points for destroyed models. So that would be the end of the turn, and we'll draw cards and go to round 3. Okay, turn 3 primary movement. We have some wheeling that's gone over here. The Kumo have moved closer to shoot at these guys, ostensibly, or maybe these guys. We've got some, they didn't move, and so these guys advanced, and neither did the Blood Speakers move. These guys took a right turn, moved forward a little bit, and then reformed, hopefully to try to help out their friends over here. This unit did the same thing, and these guys haven't moved. So that is the end of turn 3's primary and cavalry movement phase. We are in the special orders phase of turn 3. The crab did not have any to do, but I have a suspicion that the Shadowlands are at the very least going to try to cast more dastardly magic against the heroic crab defenders of Rokugan. Kyle, what is on your mind?
Oh yeah, let's use Evil Ward.
You're gonna do Evil Ward.
I'm gonna use Evil Ward, but it's a ranged attack, so I can't shoot it at your guys through the woods.
No. Is it a special action?
It's a special action.
Yeah.
Target a unit. Oh wait. Target a unit that you control.
Oh no, that's like a protective one.
Yeah.
Did you want to cast that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Control until
Oh wait, I want you to remember though, you can only cast 1 spell per turn from a magic. No, you save it. You're gonna save it.
Yeah, we're gonna do the
All right.
murder spell.
All right. We thought about special orders and special actions, but we don't have any. Okay, the Necromancer has killed a lot more of the Blood Speakers and is going to roll another 12 dice, needing 7s to hit on the Haruma Medium Elite. The Crab have responded, however, with a Beyond Your Mastery card, so this will be the last time we see that spell this game. Let's see what happens. Needing 7s.
We're rolling this in here.
Big. We're gonna get the dice trick. We're serious this time.
Howdy. Not much. Ooh, you're getting to L5R?
How many hits we got?
Well, I've been for like the last 6 to 8 months.
Like, not that you're hurting dragons either.
7, but 3 times.
7 with 3 ad rolls.
Dragon is like,
Oh no! You can re-roll that one.
No.
No?
Here we go.
That is 8 dice.
8 hits.
8 hits, and the damage just straight damage.
Yep.
8 dice of damage.
withdrawal.
Oh boy.
Hey, Cook, how many?
It's gonna hurt.
ATN?
3.
You don't need to know my ATN. You're adding up the 10s here.
Precision guys for start.
You just, hold on a sec. Okay, we stopped the action for a second because we had a little technical problem, but it was 39 points of damage. It's gone up to 40 because of Bridge of Sand. However, the defense of the Medium Elite is 5. It'll go back down to 35. That will kill 3 of the Medium Elite. Now, we did also have 6 wounds inflicted by the Haruma archers over here on the skeletons, and the Kumo did not do anything. We're going to have to do some morale checks now. Okay, some exciting combat results over here. The Lost Moto killed 1 of the heavy infantry. The heavy infantry had 7 dice back, needing 6s to hit. There are no 6s or above there, so they didn't hit anything. That's going to put these guys at a morale check, having lost 4 of their 15. So that's going to bring us to a situation where we're at morale 6. We have leadership 2. That's only 1 trigger, so it's a straight up roll. And that means we're going to need a 4 or better. Hold on, let me look at my cards here. Nope, need a 4 or better. It's a 9. They're okay. They're going to stick around.
This game's funny like that.
It is very funny. Correction, the Kumo nest hadn't gone yet, so they charged into the Crab heavy infantry The the berserkers are kind of stuck in traffic over here. They seem to not be able to get through this temple, so they're just gonna stand there. They're gonna stand there. All right,
Ryan can start writing the battle report.
we finished turn 4 primary movement, and mad crazy things have happened. So we got a charge over here. Grim Determination played. It was not close enough to get a charge off here, so just some maneuvering here. And then all kinds of craziness happens. Kaiju Kenra's unit of Dam charged the flank. This unit has broken. Actually, we got to go back and make a check for these guys. They went ahead and made a charge using all of Mototsume's Void. They were able to hit the flank of the Damned. So now we have a crazy mess here. The Damned passed their morale check. One thing we forgot, though. No, actually, it'll happen at the end of the phase. Never mind. They'll have to take a morale check at the end of the phase because they broke within 8 inches of them. But it won't happen now. We'll roll all our dice first. It's going to be great. Here we go. All right, I heard people like to watch dice roll, so here we go. The Kumo Nest is charging in to the Crab Heavy Infantry. How many? One strike each.
Yeah.
This might not go that well for them, but we're reaching the end of our patience.
What's your ATN?
Oh, our ATN is an 8. We got a cock die and a 10. All right, so the ad roll, just the one hit. What's the damage modifier?
+1.
Okay, so you're rolling +1.
10.
A 10. It's going to be reduced by my defense of 6.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? The defense is only 3 because, believe it or not, Hida Oshi does not believe in defense. So let's attack back. We got 4 regular dudes.
These would be better in 4.
They're hitting on +1. So what's the Kumo Nest ATN?
6.
So I need 5s with the regular dudes. I got 1 hit. +2 to the damage. 6 damage so far. That was really bad. But what about Hida Oshi? Can she rescue it for us? We got 2 strikes from her at +3. So she needs 3s. She hits twice. She's +4 damage, so it's +8 to this roll. There's an ad roll there. Oh, yeah. So that's going to be 27, 28 plus 8, 35 to the 6 we've already got. 41 damage. 41 damage. Any defense for the Kumo?
No.
So that would be 4 wounds. How many do they have each?
2.
So that's going to remove 2 of them. 2 out of 9, I do not believe is 25%. So no check there. Are they outnumbered? It's 15 to 7, so still not even 2 to 1. So no check over there. All right, people like to see dice, I heard. So how about the Bride of Fu Leng and the zombies?
15 to 7 is 2 to 1.
What's that?
15 to 7 is 2 to 1.
Oh, sorry, 15 to 7. Thank you for the correction. You do have a check over here. Straight up, no mods. Because you're outnumbered by 2 to 1. Bad math on our part. Good correction from our friend Daria. That's a fail. That is another broken unit, which brings us up to 7 for the crab. This is getting out of hand over here. That's not good. This morale situation has gotten bad for the Shadowlands. Let's see if they can recoup it over here. Looks like you got 4 zombies coming in. These folks, the medium elites, are an ATN of 7. So what's your attack bonus?
Good. Attack bonus for zombies?
For zombies, plus
None.
nothing? Oh. And they get charged, though. So you're +1, +1. +1 to hit and +2 to damage, I think. So 4 zombies coming in needing 6s.
This is Fu Leng. You want to do it
and
separate?
you can do it together. What's she at? Plus what?
She's at +1.
And +2 for charging. So she needs 5s. 5s on the red dice. And 6s on the blue. All right, so those all hit. And then what's the damage modifier? You charge, so +1 and on top of their normal damage.
So the blue dice will be +2.
Yeah, +4 total.
Same on both.
Okay, so +8 total to the dice roll. Oh, there's an ad roll.
Yeah.
And there's a 9. It doesn't count, though, because it was outside the dice roll. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. So we have 18, 27, 33, 36, plus the original 8, brings us to 44. 44, that's pretty respectable. The Haruma Medium Elite, though, do have a total defense of 5. So it's going to drop it down to 39.
But you're also attacking first.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that.
So
Oh, we're going to have to rethink that. All right, so...
you roll like you did last time.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I get 5 attacks here because I actually have first strike with the Haruma Medium Elite, which we forgot. I'm a +1. What's their ATN on the zombies? 6. Got to be 6. Can't be better than 6.
6.
Yeah, 5s to hit. Here we go. Oh, that's actually counts as a 1. So only 2 hits. Not good. +2 to the damage roll. 11, 12, 13. So one of them does not get to attack. Yeah, so you'll have to re-roll. You'll only get 3 attacks from the zombies. So the zombies are going to need 6s. So let's just say we'll just keep her hits, right? But you only get 2 attacks for the zombies. So let's do that again. 1 hit, and then, so +6 to the damage roll. And then we want to roll her damage again? Because I don't remember what it was.
I didn't move them.
Oh, it was 8 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so +6 to 21 is 27. All right, so I'm going to lose 2 models, and you lost 1 model. Right? And I don't think that's a check for anybody. No check. Okay, we are going to call it before we start turn 5, just based on the victory conditions that we've established at the beginning of the game. We've got a victory point score right now of 10-2 going into the top of turn 5, and it doesn't look like the Shadowlands is going to be able to turn that around given the victory conditions that are in place. And then we've got a broken unit here, we've got a unit running off the board there, and we've got an unstable unit here. So it looks like the Crab are in a pretty good position. We're going to go ahead and call the game. I'd like to thank Kyle for bringing this beautifully painted Shadowlands army. Kyle, any comments you want to share?
Make sure you have useful spells and cards in your tactical deck before you play.
That is a great point and some good advice. So we'll see you next time.